All right, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Collector's Corner, brought to you by the Pro Wrestle Zone podcast. I am the Professor Rick Del Santo, and joining me, as always, no, wait, hold up a second. You don't look like Dan. Holy shit. I wonder if you
I,
slightly.
I
Ladies
mean,
and gentlemen, the DVD freak has stepped in as well. Where the fuck is Dan?
you know, I don't know, but his tardy ass better have a good explanation for this one.
This just means we're just going to have to do a bonus episode sometime this weekend. So, today, the DVD Freak and I are going to be sharing some of our favorite autographs that we own, and that's going to be the theme. I had actually chosen a theme of autographs that I want to choose. Mine are going to be the NWA and loosely related to the NWA through the entire duration of the NWA, from yesterday to the current NWA product to anything else. DVD Freak, what have you brought along with you?
All right. I mean, for my personal collection, I just kind of have a lot of random stuff. Really, just wrestlers I admire.
Mm-hmm.
Past, old, new. I have a mostly kind of classic wrestlers that people are going to be familiar with, but I just kind of picked a bunch out of my collection that mean a lot to me. So, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to pull one, and then you could pull one. This is one that I got recently. I know I shared it when I did the unboxing of a gigantic box of high spot stuff. But this one, it is personalized by the current NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Nick Aldis. This is one of my favorite pieces I own in my collection. I'm a huge Nick Aldis fan, and I think he's doing a wonderful job representing the National Wrestling Alliance, and this is a hell of a guy. I got this from High Spots when they did an NWA themed gimmick table on their Facebook page.
Yeah, I love Nick Aldis.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong, I love Cody, but
yeah,
at the same time, I think Aldis is a better face for the company.
absolutely. I think he's doing a wonderful job as being their champion. I think he's definitely a throwback to the older days of NWA champions.
Hell yeah. All right, so I'm going to start with a big one and then end with a big one. So then people watch the entire episode. I'm going to start with my favorite wrestler of all time, Chris Benoit.
Oh, wow. That
The
is sweet.
Hard Knocks DVD. This was signed at a Toys R Us signing very, very long ago. 2004. And this was right when he was World Heavyweight Champion. Bought it from a
Wow.
private collector who... There's actually video footage of this signing.
Okay.
And this is probably my prized piece in terms of autographs. Mainly because of the history of it, and he's my all-time favorite wrestler. So,
his autographs are not that easy to come by, but there are a few out there. I saw a couple for sale not so long ago through like Facebook wrestling autograph page. And somebody was asking like $350 with it, and it came with a certificate of authenticity too, Beckett certified. So I thought that was really interesting. I was kind of wary at first because I was like, damn, I might throw the $350 down, because I still am to this day. He's one of my absolute favorites. Outside of Arn Anderson or the Dynamite Kid. So, yeah, I would
well,
definitely throw down if I can come across him ever.
yeah, I would pay an arm and a leg for Dynamite.
Yeah, you can get High Spots has them, um, and they're relatively cheap as well. If you buy his DVD, there's like an add-on. I think it's like $10 or $15, and you can get his autograph, like an autographed copy of the cover as well.
Cool.
So, this next one I'm going to share. This is another one I got recently, and I got a really good deal on it. One is a current WWE superstar. I don't know if you want to call him a superstar, but I feel he's misused, but he is and one is a current NWA Tag Team Champion, and they at one time were the Impact Tag Team Champions together, these two gentlemen, and it's beer money. James Storm and Robert Roode.
Oh,
Bobby
that's
Roode.
awesome.
So I got a really good deal on this, and I really, I jumped on it. It is a TNA, uh, TNA 8x10. So, this, this is another one that I really, really dig. I'm happy to have in my collection.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll do a tag team. I have one. This was obtained by me for both. I was really lucky to be able to meet both of them. I have the Hardys. It's
Oh,
very
nice.
hard. It's hard to see, but
Hmm.
Jeff is over here. I also have another DVD he signed, which I should probably get that one out to show. But it was signed on the same night. There you go. There's a better look at
Oh,
his
nice.
signature.
Yep.
And I love how he draws a little face. Like he makes artwork out of his autograph, which is it's awesome. And
Right.
he was, to this day, I think, the nicest wrestler I've met. We had a full conversation. He was telling me about an ACL injury at the time. This was when he was in, I think it was Impact at the time. I don't think it was TNA anymore, so we'll just say Impact. And then, ironically, Matt Hardy was a dick. So,
That's
yeah,
interesting. I've always heard the opposite,
I
like that.
know. I
Yeah,
know.
Matt was always a nice guy, but maybe he was, some guys I've met. Kurt Hennig, for instance, I met him, and he was a complete ass to me, and Scott Hall was an ass. But I've also heard it was like, oh, those two are the nicest guys that you ever want to meet sometimes, but they weren't that particular day.
But yeah, I'm just glad I have a piece of my collection signed by a great tag team, the Hardys.
All right, this one I got recently at I got this in a mystery box. They spent some time in the NWA in 1990 before it fully crossed over to WCW. Uh, they are also former WWF Tag Team Champions and WCW Tag Team Champions. This picture was taken as they were WWF Tag Team Champions, but it's the Nasty Boys, signed by
Oh
both.
wow, that's
Uh,
cool.
not the greatest tag team in the world, but it is NWA related. So um, I just thought it was a cool piece. I got it in a mystery bag not so long ago from Connor Promotions, who does a lot of signings in the area, and they've got some really cool ones. And former NWA World Champion Tommy Rich is coming up at the beginning of September, so I'm excited. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, how can you not be a Brian Knobs fan? Come on, I love
Right?
Brian Knobs.
His WCW hardcore run was pretty pretty comical. He was best friends with Hulk Hogan as well. He appeared on was it Hogan Knows Best? Is that the
Yeah,
name?
he
Like
was
yeah,
babysitting.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
On
was pretty
crutches.
comical.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. So what else you got, man?
All right, my next one is probably my second favorite wrestler of all time, Jake Roberts.
Oh wow.
Also obtained in person. Great guy. The same night I met Matt Hardy. They were doing a show locally. I shit you not. They were doing a signing at a pizza joint, a
Okay.
pizza wing joint. And I saw it on the sign. I was like, fuck, I gotta go to that. Like, and literally like 10 minutes from where I live. So that was awesome. I don't get signings where I live. So this was cool.
Yeah.
And Jake Roberts, it was 7 days after he was inducted in the Hall of Fame in
Oh wow.
2014.
That's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
yeah, my friend and I went, and like I said, Matt was kind of a dick, and Rebby was there, his wife, Rebby Sky, as well, and she wanted no part of it. They were just sitting there eating salad and sipping on their drinks. But Jake Roberts, he literally went to every table and made sure everyone had a picture and everyone had an autograph, and this was all free.
That's
So
amazing.
Jake Roberts, he was awesome.
I met him. I think had to be 2 years ago now, maybe a year and a half ago at there was a rock club venue in Hamden, Connecticut, where I live, and he actually did a signing, or he did a what's that called, like his speaking tour, the
Yeah.
Jake the Snake Roberts thing. I got to meet him then, and nice guy, very very nice guy. So
Cool.
all right, I'm gonna choose another one. This is another 8x10. His son recently kicked Ric Flair in the balls on
Uh-oh.
Monday Night Raw. So I really like this one, Cowboy Bob Orton. This is a recent pickup from highspots.com as well. This one, for some reason they had it. I think on their website, it's, I think it was a little bit more, but for the live gimmick table that they have on Facebook, it was like $10. So I was like, I need to jump on this because I was a huge Bob Orton fan growing up. So I really liked that one a lot.
That was $10.
Yep.
Oh my
Literally.
God! Damn it!
You need to get on high spots.
Oh man!
Watch their Facebook gimmick tables like every Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. They do these things, and now they're starting to add more days to it. You can just add it. You just shout out what you want. Whatever the instructions are, you just shout it out in the comments, and then they'll hold it for you. And then you pay by PayPal. They'll send you an invoice, and you pay through either PayPal or whatever.
So nice. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous of that one. I saw that on the last episode.
Yeah, I think
and I was jealous of that one. And Danny couldn't guess who it was. I was like, it's Cowboy Bob Orton. Come on.
That was a cowboy themed show. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my next one. I know you'll appreciate this one. Another one in my top 5 list. Bret the Hitman Hart.
That's beautiful. He's definitely up there for me as well. I got to meet him in 1995 at the WrestleMania 11 Fan Fest. They used to do the free Fan Fest before.
Yeah.
They had a wrestling ring set up. You could go fuck around in the ring.
That's awesome.
As long as you weren't trying to take bumps. Me and my buddy got yelled at by Earl Hebner for trying to, do a maneuver.
That's awesome.
He looked at us like, knock it off. It's like, okay. I guess we're too old to be doing shit like that. But I got to meet,
an awesome story.
I got to meet Brett. I got to meet Jerry Lawler for the first time. It was the first time I met Lawler. I remember it was right before Chris Candido and his wife came in, and so they were kind of walking around, just kind of chilling. And they had not made their television debut yet. I think that they were. Alundra Blaze was there. Hillbilly Jim. I'm trying to name it all offhand. Undertaker, I believe, did a signing. Shawn Michaels did a signing. I remember the line was so long for Shawn Michaels. I was like, fuck this. I'm not waiting in line for this. But my buddy sat there literally for about 2.5 hours to wait to get into to meet Shawn Michaels. And he got it. But I was not waiting. But I'm trying to think. I can't really think of this gigantic statue of Andre the Giant there as well for that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I'm actually trying to get an Andre autograph. It's not easy, but...
No,
that's
I'm sure there's not. I'm sure it's really hard to come by these days. It's been quite a few years since he's passed. So
the cheapest real one I've seen is $10,000. So
holy shit!
Yeah,
wow.
And I don't buy unless I have proof. So yeah, that one's gonna be a tough one.
You got to watch out for Piper autographs. This has been somebody that's been called out for selling counterfeit Piper autographs. I'm not going to name their name here, but I've heard. We can talk about that off air. I'll tell you. So
okay.
So one of my, I'm going to share this one. This is another one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He defeated Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship in 1989. It's trying to remember. This one I got a really good deal on as well. I think it was $15 just for that particular evening. There's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. So, which I really like this one a lot. I like the print. I'm going to get a better frame for it at one point and hang it up. So certificate of authenticity. A lot of my autographs do come from high spots because they got really good deals on them. I know they're real. I trust them more than a lot of other companies. So.
You know what? I shit you not. That was my next one. I can show you. On my lap was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat was next.
You have his DVD? I never owned the DVD before. I should
it's not a great DVD, but I met him last year in September. Great guy. There's actually a vlog on my channel of me meeting him.
Oh wow.
But yeah, he signed Hall of Fame 2009. And he was awesome. What something really cool that he does for his signings, if you get a picture of him, he puts his Hall of Fame ring on your finger and does I didn't get a picture because I'm not really a picture guy.
I'm totally a mark like that. I will get a picture, as many pictures I can get with people.
Yeah, so. I'm also a cheap ass, so there's that. But yeah,
You got to work him down. Yeah,
he was a really nice guy. So
that's cool.
I wasn't gonna miss that one.
Yeah, no, I've never actually had the opportunity. I did have the opportunity September 19th, but then the convention ended up getting canceled. So
Oh man.
lucky yeah, so it's or postponed. But a lot of the guys are through the company that they're coming through are doing like virtual meet and greets. I know the guy, so I'm gonna try to work something out to try to actually get in there. Maybe he'll actually come to the store that they bring a lot of the guys into. So I hope that would be amazing if they actually did.
Nice.
So, it's my turn or your turn?
It's your turn because I just showed my Steamboat.
One of my favorites is a former AWA World Heavyweight Champion, as well as a brief period in the National Wrestling Alliance in the 80s, which is my favorite. Period. It's Larry Zbyszko with the NWA Western States Heritage Belt,
Oh,
which I
nice.
think that this is another great photograph.
Did he get inducted? I think last year, maybe.
It wasn't last year, but he did get inducted. I don't
Okay.
remember what year. Well, that's one of those things that I'm really surprised that he actually gave in, because for a while he had some choice words to say about the McMahons since the early 80s. And what I understand, with Triple H being so influential these days, he kind of has a lot of power where he eases Vince McMahon's mind to get people into the Hall of Fame. And that's why a lot of guys, and that's why somebody like Bruno's in now, because Bruno was, and even Jeff Jarrett, you know what I mean? Guys like that. So.
It's like you said, it's a Triple H project. Bruno Sammartino, that's an autograph I need to get. You know, Warrior, that was a Triple H project. You know, it's
right.
Triple H. You know, he's done some good things.
It's funny because I don't hate him like a lot of other people do. I've grown accustomed to liking him.
He has a good influence.
I think so as well. Oh Jesus!
All right, my next one. This is one of my prized ones. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
That's another one I've never met. That's amazing that you have that.
Yep, and it's really cool. He signed 16 times at the bottom there.
Yeah.
So cool.
I had the opportunity to meet him once in a shopping mall, and I kind of just blew it off because it was like way too many people, and I was like, F this. But going back to something that you just said right before Ric Flair, it was like, this is my Bruno photo.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You can get them on high spots, and they're not expensive either.
Okay.
So they're I think they're like $25, $30 or something like that.
Well, it's like one of those things where the bigger the star, a lot of times the more autographs they sign. And the more autographs they sign, the more, I don't want to say worthless, but the cheaper they are.
Right.
It's like the Ric Flair. I paid dirt cheap for that one because he signed so many autographs in his life.
Well, one of the things that I've heard recently about him is that he has raised his rates in recent years because he just kind of was like one of those things where it was he found out his value, basically. He knows how much he's worth.
Yeah.
So he the thing with the Bruno one, I mean, you go on a place like High Spots and you look for, say, I want that Bruno one. I got a Nikita Koloff one for relatively cheap, but then it's like I look at a legend like Ivan Koloff on High Spots, and they got Ivan Koloff. I want to get that because I'm like, I have Nikita and I have Bruno because, you know, who was it Bruno that beat Hen for the title, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep.
Or was it? Yeah. So I'm just like, for his second run, but I'm just like sitting here like I need to get his to complete the circle in a way. And I'm just like, I look it up on High Spots, and then I got it for $10. It's like, wow. That's such a fucking awesome deal. I have yet to purchase it, of course, but I will eventually.
All right. So, who's up? You shared your Bruno one, so I'm up.
Oh yeah, that was a bonus one.
Oh, you can go then. It's up.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. I'm a Paul Heyman guy, so.
That's nice. I'm sure that's not easy to come by now.
Yeah, I mean, it was cheap. I got a good deal on it. And the good thing about autograph cards, especially the Topps autograph cards, they're guaranteed to be real. You don't ever have to worry about that. So, Paul Heyman, I I get the autographs of people that I respect.
Right.
That's kind of my. It's kind of how I determine if I want someone's autograph or not. Is if I respect them. So that's on top of my list. That's kind of a recent one, and I'm honored to have Paul Heyman's autograph. That's awesome.
What I usually do is like, obviously, I like a lot of stuff, and I grew up watching a lot of stuff. There's guys that I really like today, and I won't get just anybody's autograph these days. It's just like, somebody that I'm a really big fan of. Like I have trying to think of current wrestlers. Obviously, I have Nick Aldis. I got a Jeff Cobb one. I got certain guys that I really like a lot. But when it comes to like legends, there's a lot of them was like guys I grew up watching, and that's what I was like, you know what, that guy was part of something special when I was a kid, and I am a fan of like the majority of the wrestlers. I mean, there's some guys that even still they kind of suck, but I'll still get their autograph. But
yeah.
Speaking of another one, Four Horsemen.
Oh.
Tully Blanchard.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome.
No baby doll. She's in the picture, but she did not sign this.
Okay.
This, I don't know. I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I really jumped on it because I remember it being a really good price at that particular day. But Tully is another fucking the Brainbusters. Arn and Tully are my favorite tag team of all time. So I really had to get this. I have no Arn autograph. I need to get one at some point. I'm still hunting. From what I understand, he's going to do a signing, I think at High Spots at some point soon, from what I heard. So I'm waiting for those to come up. I really had to jump on this because the Horsemen are my favorite faction, and Arn and Tully are my favorite tag team. Tully was just a phenomenal. I'm just a huge fan of Tully Blanchard. His matches with Magnum TA, the fucking chair being ripped into his head, and all that stuff. Screaming, "I quit, I quit." What else you got?
All right, so this is my favorite modern wrestler. I have kind of a combo. It's a ring and authentic shirt relic, as well as a signed autograph. Daniel Bryan.
That is sick looking.
Yeah.
What's that?
I can't praise him enough.
Yes. No, he's definitely the last 15 or so years, he's been like one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, like in our era.
So. He's the modern day Benoit, for sure.
There you go.
And
told you, I saw him wrestle the late Kamala at an NWA Liberty States show, Bridgeport, Connecticut, and there was like less than 100 people there. It was really weird that they drew such a small crowd, considering the lineup. I remember the headlining match was the Rock and Roll Express and the Midnight Express, and I couldn't believe that it didn't draw anybody. This whole thing, he had somebody like Crowbar was on the show as well, and it's really bizarre that they drew so little. But that was the Kamala and Bryan Danielson match was a lot of fun to watch.
I gotta ask you, have you ever seen the video of early Danielson and CM Punk? It's on YouTube. This is my favorite CM Punk moment, where I guess a kid was heckling him in the crowd. And he literally just looked at the kid and was like, "I hope your parents die."
That's hilarious. I don't recall this, so no.
I'll send you the link. That's wow. And then Brian's just kind of, you can tell Brian's in the ring just trying to not laugh. Yeah.
I remember watching Bryan Danielson early on where he was just the American Dragon wearing a mask. So
yeah,
I don't know if you remember that back in the Texas Wrestling Academy days. So I used to have some of those TV tapes back in the day, but I don't any longer. Another recent passage, Mr. Wrestling 2.
Oh, wow.
Which is another great one. Yeah. This one was actually more expensive. I think this one was about $40. This and the DVD together were $40. So
that's worth it, though.
I think so, too. I have yet to watch that DVD. Me and Dan have been talking about how we're going to do a review on that DVD, but we have yet to get to it. Our busy schedules.
All right. So next I have, say what you want, but this is one of my favorite gimmicks. Gold Dusts.
I think
This is authentic autograph as well as shirt relic. I'm a huge Dustin Runnels fan.
yes.
Oh my god, I would kill
I've
to
always
meet him.
been a fan. Yeah, I've always been a fan of his. I've been trying to get in contact with him actually to try to bring him onto the podcast. Believe it or not, I've been trying to find a way to get in touch with him, and apparently it's not as easy as one would think.
Well,
But
if you do, I will literally quit my job if if it means meeting him on Skype.
I just mentioned this gentleman's uncle, but Nikita, former NWA United States champion.
Oh wow!
See, it's the funny part is this is a picture of him when he's younger, but then this is a picture of him now when he's old. So,
Yeah.
so. No, I thought this was a really great picture. It's really something about it that's just very nice and fun. Comes in a top loader. But,
There we go.
yeah.
All right. Next, I have everyone has to have a Sting autograph.
I do have a Sting autograph. I did not pull that from my NWA. I'll grab that for the end.
I may be in the minority. I prefer Surfer Sting.
I think you like my picture. Yeah, that I have.
Well, there you go. I think Surfer Sting was a better in-ring technician, where Crow Sting was more of a character.
Yes,
especially in like the TNA years. But yeah, I like Surfer Sting all the way.
Yes, sir. Hang on, I do have something to show you. So, this was actually given to me by our pal Danny.
Oh, there you go. I remember him mentioning that. Yeah,
as a gift when we first started.
Oh man, that's sick. I would get that frame.
Yeah, I'm going to. Right now I have it still sitting in the package that it came in. Where is it? Right here.
That's awesome.
It does have the certificate of authenticity as well.
Yeah.
So, and this I know he spent a pretty decent amount of money on, and I was very thankful when this arrived at my house. I did not expect this to be as large, sitting on my front porch, and I literally popped when I opened up the package. Like, I could not fucking believe it. So, I don't pop often, you know.
Yeah. All right,
go ahead. I shared it. Oh, all right, another one.
Go ahead.
Famous enhancement talent for the National Wrestling Alliance and did some WWF as well in the 80s. George South. This personalized. He wrote it sideways for whatever reason, and of course he always has some sort of religious scripture, and then he's a very religious man, but he seems like he's a hell of a nice guy in every appearance. It's another guy I've been trying to get in touch with, want him to come on and talk wrestling. So,
I gotta ask you, do you prefer personalized or non?
If I have the opportunity to get it personalized, I will get it personalized. And like if I'm meeting the person, or if I'm buying at, say, a live, like a virtual sale, and they're offering it, I'll definitely get it personalized. If I'm just buying off a site like an eBay or a High Spots or whatever, I'll just take it as it is. It's not that big of a deal, but I do prefer these personalized. Because this way, it's unique to me. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm not looking to resell this stuff. I'm looking, eventually this is going to be, a lot of it's going to be mounted on my wall. So that kind of a thing. So eventually, once I get the room set up.
Okay, so I'll segue into that with not the only. One of the two personalized things I have. I am a fucking Jim Cornette mark. I'll admit that. I have the Vince Russo.
Got that. That's awesome.
The Vince Russo restraining order. And my favorite Jim Cornette moment is the Dairy Queen freakout.
Yes.
So
I just saw that again recently.
oh my god, I watch it like once a month, man. If you're ever depressed or down in the dumps,
Yeah.
that's the antidepressant. I had him. There's my real name. That's an Easter egg. To Devin, Dairy Queen, Jim Cornette.
He's
I have it
beautiful.
framed. This is
He's
it's a
he's
prized
definitely
possession.
he's definitely probably my favorite personality in professional wrestling of all time. His podcast is probably one of my favorites.
Yep.
And and here's something. Anybody that listens, I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. I agree with about 98% of what he says on his show, whether it be the state of professional wrestling business or the state of politics, talking about our president. I'm going to leave it at that because, I don't want to cause too much chaos. I haven't drank anything, so now if I was drunk, that C word would be coming out quite often. That's quite all right. I'll be definitely. But Jim Cornette, he has retweeted me, responded to me several times. I think he's cool as fuck, dude. But, maybe because he's old school and is like all these flippy, floppity, choreographed pockets. And what else? I'm trying to think choreographed bullshit. The Young Cucks and all those guys.
Oh, God, don't get me started on that.
It's like wannabe rockers. I mean... and Kenny Olivier and all those things. Like, I agree. I mean, I'm going to be honest with it. When it comes to Kenny Omega, he's not bad. He's not nearly as good as the people make him out to be. He is a decent wrestler, but he was completely over in an entirely different country. But he is, here he is a mid-carder at best. So, sorry.
I agree. I do agree.
And I don't like comedy. I don't like comedy wrestling, so I'm sorry, Orange Cassidy, suck a dick. Sorry.
I think it's one of those things where I love his New Japan matches, but then you have him facing a 9-year-old girl and a blow-up doll, which ruins his credibility.
And some people think that this is like, oh, it's phenomenal. I mean, it's hilarious. I'm like, it's fucking ridiculous is what it is. It's not. You're ruining your career before it even gets going in the United States.
Yeah. All right. Next
that
up.
Was fun. I'm glad I got to yell that out. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, go for it. I have 2 autographs of this person, but I chose to go for the comedic story. So when I got the Chris Benoit autograph, which I already showed, the eBay seller accidentally sent me this. This is a CM Punk autograph.
Is it legit?
Yes.
Okay.
And like I said, I have 2 CM Punk autographs. I have, if I can get it out here. Let me get the other one. Where is that? There it is. It's a UFC card. His rookie UFC card.
All right.
And I'm a CM Punk fan.
Okay.
And just another little one. Ashley Mazzaro, rest in peace. But yeah, the eBay user, he sent me the Chris Benoit autograph, and I opened it. I actually opened it live on camera for my Chris Benoit autograph unboxing. He actually messaged me asking for the autograph back. I was like, no, I'm not sending it back. Like, I love CM Punk, and I'm not sending it back. Like, that's your fault. You sent it to me by accident.
Right.
So I got a free CM Punk autograph. Tough shit, man. Like, that's the way I look at it. If you're dumb enough to accidentally send me an autograph, then I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, this one is the winner, Barry Horowitz.
Oh, wow.
Florida heavyweight champion back in the early 80s under the name Jack Hart. One of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time, but you would not know it if you were just familiar with his WWF work and his WCW work as just enhancement talent, but one of the greatest wrestlers that just goes unsung, like. And then he had that little run in WWF with a Chris Candido, basically. So that one I love. That autograph I love, the Barry Horowitz one.
I would actually love to get a Candido autograph.
Yeah, I wonder if we can get across any of those. I mean, some of the stuff you'd be surprised that you can't actually find. So
yeah. All right. Next up, I have. This was signed in the UK, and I actually had it sent to me from somebody in the UK. This was limited to, I think, 1,000, so it's not that much. But we have the Finn Balor. Not only is it autographed, but it's also alternate artwork.
okay.
So it's a very rare DVD. And I'm a Finn Balor fan. I really like him. I think his career was a little damaged by WWE.
But you think?
I know. But, it's still cool to have his autograph. Like I said, I respect him. I get the autographs of the people I respect. And he's definitely a great worker. It's just, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing right now. So that should tell you a lot. But
is he still doing NXT? It's been a while since I've watched NXT.
Dude,
so
I'll tell you what. Ever since NXT went to USA, I haven't watched a single episode. So I don't know.
Well, that's been a while. But yeah, I mean, I did see a couple
That was
times.
October, or somewhere around there.
I don't remember the last episode I watched. It's probably, and it's bad on me because I do love NXT, but I record it. I do watch it, but I fast forward through a lot. And one of the things that it's like, it's not as interesting as it once was since it moved to USA. It's not as interesting, and they went 2 hours. But the thing is, like now they have guys like Killer Cross, who I absolutely love. And Keith Lee is just phenomenal. I mean. And Dijak, which I think Dijak's going to Raw, or did he already go to Raw? I don't know because it's been a few weeks since I've tuned in.
I don't know. But yeah, I was ringside for an NXT pay-per-view, Brooklyn Ford, one of the best wrestling shows I've ever been to.
Yeah,
and I was also at the first AEW Dynamite.
Wow.
So yeah, like I said, I don't want to make this a rant, but the fact that they're bringing a football player versus Adam Cole in the main event for the next NXT pay-per-view.
Wait, the fucking guy that he went off on the McAfee guy?
Pat McAfee, I think his name is.
Wait, they're really doing that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's going to be a fucking match. You know what? No, this is going to be a rant. You know what?
God. Jesus Christ.
For people that know my channel enough, what's my biggest fucking pet peeve of all time? Celebrity involvement in a pay-per-view. Yeah. Well, I hate football regardless, but
I hate football as well. That's all right.
Fuck you. Seriously, for making this fucking football player versus Adam Cole. This is exactly what I predicted when they moved to the USA Network. Fuck you.
They're trying to get the crossover, the celebrity crossover, to get more people to watch it. And right now, it's just whether it be Raw, SmackDown, NXT, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. But NXT is better than the other two. You get what I'm saying here?
Yeah, and I have yet to watch a live NXT.
Yeah,
that was not on the network. I watched their first pay-per-view back in, God, I don't know what year it was, 2013 or 14.
Yeah.
And it makes me sick. Even when this deal was signed, that they went to USA Network. And I knew to that day, I was like, well, that's the end of NXT. And the fact, I don't believe that Paul Levesque, Triple H, would ever book a celebrity for NXT.
Right.
But this was a Vince move.
I think you're right.
Whose turn is it?
It might be mine. I don't know. But
go ahead.
This one, former ECW superstar, recently retired, I should say. He did nice, I think it was YouTube or Twitter host, and he made some appearances on the last season of NWA Power. C.W. Anderson.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
So, it is NWA related.
Yeah, my favorite ECW match is Tommy Dreamer and C.W. Anderson from Guilty as Charged 2001.
Phenomenal wrestler, and that's a guy that I don't think has ever gotten his due. He made some appearances in the WWE ECW version, which is... I'm going to do one more real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
You went off on a nice rant, but Ring of Honor superstar has made some appearances against Nick Aldis. I got this in a Pro Wrestling Crate box, believe it or not. Not a huge fan of his, but he was working the Northeast Wrestling circuit for a long time with Flip Gordon, only because he's about to kick fucking Bully Ray with the fucking flag, and I don't know how this actually ended up because I can't stand Bully Ray. But it's just kind of a cool piece, but because it is, he did wrestle Nick Aldis 2 times for the NWA title. Your turn.
All right, so let's go with this one. Another one of my, I'd say like top 10. We have Kurt Angle, signed ticket.
Goddamn, that is awesome.
It's a little smeared, but
it's still Kurt Angle's autograph. Yeah.
Oh, it's legit. Yeah.
His autographs don't go for cheap. Did you buy that or did you got that?
I bought it, but it was literally the reason. I don't want to reveal where I live, but it was signed at a certain fair that was near me that I almost went to. And if you paid $50, you got a front row seat and an autograph and a picture. And this was when he was in Impact. So I almost went to this event. And I didn't. I ended up not going. But I knew somebody that did. And I bought it from him. So this is... And he has a picture, too. I have a picture. I don't have it with me right now at the moment. But I have a picture of the person I know with Kurt Angle. So this is legit. And I'm a huge Kurt Angle mark. So...
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have his retirement shirt. The shirt that he wore, or they made for his retirement. I wore it probably a total of 2 or 3 times before somebody in my house fucked it up. There's like a nice black line going across the back. I tried washing it out about a good 30 times and just can't get the shit off. So now I don't know where it is. I think I'm just going to get it framed so the front looks just, framed. So that's it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about his retirement.
Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, everybody's supposed to lay down when they retire, but the fact that he had to face that scrub, that's another thing.
Yeah, I do believe, like, let's say I was a wrestler, very well established. Yeah, I would lay down for somebody else, but that one pissed me off.
They were just, at that time period, they were really trying to push Baron Corbin, and even up till he won the fucking King of the Ring bullshit, it just seemed like, god damn, like, legitimately, that's just, they could have chosen anybody else on that roster to put him over, or to be put, so that, to put over. I would have preferred to see fucking someone like Zack Ryder over fucking Baron Corbin. Let's just be serious.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, even I was like, I'm a writer, so when I see things come full circle, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, fucking John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. He's already established superstar, obviously, but that was Cena's first WWE match. So it would have been cool to see Cena and Kurt Angle as his final match. Right. But no. Instead, you have him lose clean to Baron Corbin. And believe it or not, I'm a Baron Corbin fan.
You're one of the very few, then. I'm sorry to hear that.
He's a great heel. He's a great heel.
Oh, God, let's not get in.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you the same way that, like, someone that you and I are both a fan of, Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer, put it. He sucks. That's how they say it, and it's the truth.
Is he still
So,
around? What's he been
Baron,
doing lately?
he's,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't even watch Raw or SmackDown, so I
Yeah,
don't
neither do I.
know.
That's why I asked you.
I mean, to be honest with you, but I know he was at Money in the Bank, which wasn't that long ago, right?
Was he? I don't even remember. Fuck Money
Jesus
in the
Christ.
Bank.
We reviewed it. Didn't we review that show?
No, the first episode I was on was for this Golden Extreme
Oh,
Rules.
that was not the first show you were on.
Yeah, that was the second show. But the first show I was on, what the fuck did we review? I don't remember.
I don't know, but I'm gonna fucking start going backwards because I can't remember shit. I'm gonna take out. Somebody sent this to me a while back. Someone that was the head ROH booker up until a week ago. He also faced Nick Aldis for the NWA World Title. That's all. He was the villain, Marty Scurll.
Oh, wow.
That's a nice one. I believe it came with Pro Wrestling Crate.
There you
It was
go.
their certificate of authenticity. But it's just a really cool looking photograph, man. I like the way that it is. But either way, I'm still going to be a fan of Marty Scurll. Sometimes you got to look at the situation rather than just automatically make a judgment on people. So,
Is he doing anything in NXT right now?
he's not. I don't think he's going there. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, to be honest with you. So I know he was head booker for Ring of Honor. They were supposed to be putting Ring of Honor and NXT. Not NXT. Ring of Honor and NWA were going to be working together. Then the pandemic happened and everything shut down. And then the whole Speaking Out movement came out. And then now Marty Scurll is out of a job apparently right now. He was doing a YouTube show for a little while on his page or YouTube videos. So I don't know what's going on with him. So what else you got? I got one more to share. Maybe
I have 4 more.
4 more.
Yeah.
This
is one that Dan sent me as a surprise. We have Jushin Thunder Liger from High Spots.
That is a beautiful, beautiful
dude.
picture. Yeah.
I couldn't. I can't say thank you to him right now because somebody fell asleep. But
yeah.
That honestly was a shock to me. I thought he was sending me DVDs. And then I opened this up. I'm like, well, motherfucker. Like, this is awesome.
How he did that. That's how he did this. The Sting one.
So, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Fucking huge thank you. And I guess he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know what they're doing right now with that, but...
He was supposed to be inducted this year, right?
Yeah, but... obviously, pandemic happened. And... Yep. Yeah, it sucks because he definitely deserves it.
He's definitely Hall of Fame worthy. Yeah, his matches with Brian Pillman alone, or
God, yeah, that's an autograph I would want, Brian Pillman. But
absolutely, 100%. I'm gonna do. I got one more, and then I'm gonna pull another. NWA champion in the TNA era. The War Beast, Rhino.
Yeah, I have one of his.
Machine. Yeah, I believe that we're gonna have this guy on pretty soon. It seems like. So.
Oh my God!
According to Mr. Bryant, Daniel Bryant, he's just working out and trying to lock in a particular date.
Yep.
So.
That's one I want to be a part of for sure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Go for it.
All right. So, next up, I'm just going to show 2 at once because I got this at the same event. What we have is I went to a live show for WWE back in 2017, I believe.
Okay.
I got an AJ Styles.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And then I am a huge fan Shinsuke Nakamura.
Wow. In his WWE run or his New Japan run?
This was signed in his WWE.
Right.
But let me tell you something. I was there for WrestleMania 34. That's nothing compared to the Wrestle Kingdom match.
Yeah.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah. One of these days, yeah, we're gonna have to meet up, all four of us, at a wrestling event one day. I swear, somewhere in between or some major event. This one's probably gonna be my last one to share.
I have one more, so that works.
WCW World Champion, NWA United States Champion. I don't know what else, if he ever held any titles outside. Yeah, he held the WCW title a couple times, I believe. And Jesus Christ, I can't think of all the other titles, but Lex Luger. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Lex Express photo. And here's the certificate of authenticity. So
there you go.
This was recently done in the end of June. No, wait. Yeah, end of June. So he signed all these through High Spots. I ended up getting it in a High Spots mystery box. I was completely surprised that I got that. It's a nice looking print. I was going to sell it because I'm not the world's biggest Luger fan, but I just decided, yeah, I think I don't disagree with you, but when I watched him during the High Spots live feed, I really felt for the guy, and I think the later years of his life, he's become really humbled and is, now he's more down to earth than he's ever been in his entire life. So I think, through him finding Christ, which obviously we both have opinions on that stuff, but
yeah,
I think we'll keep that one to the side for now. But I think that's actually helped him become a better person. So he seems like he's gotten his life together.
Yeah, and good for him. If that's the case. But I'm a Miss Elizabeth fan, so that tells you exactly why I'm not a fan of him. And to me, he was a failed Hogan experiment. So
yeah, yep, absolutely.
Okay, I lied. I have two more. I forgot one. But like I said, I'm saving the best for last. So
all right.
The second to last, I have, if you see here, I can't, during Skype, I can't switch the camera angles, but I have the signed Vince WrestleMania Anthology.
Okay.
If you can see that. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Now I see it. Yep.
Yeah. That's my prized possession.
Now, how did he come about signing that? How did that happen?
It was the WWE shop exclusive. If you remember, in 2005, they released the WrestleMania Anthology, which is behind me right here.
Yep.
And on WWEshop.com, limited to 1,000, and it's actually less than that if you know the true story. He signed the leather-bound black anthology. He signed them all.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 30 were not signed because they were released to different people that were involved in production and the McMahon family. And I actually came across a version that was an eBay seller by the name of Pete Gass. He's personal friends with Shane McMahon. So he was selling Shane McMahon's personal set.
The Pete Gass?
Pete Gass, yes.
Okay.
It was going for $1,500, if I remember correctly. And that WrestleMania Anthology box set, to me, was kind of the last crown jewel of my collection. And I won't reveal how much I paid for it because it's embarrassing. I told Dan, I think, but that, to me, that's my prized possession in my entire collection.
That's a nice piece, though.
That, to me, is the holy grail of anyone who's collecting WWE/WWF DVDs. That's the holy grail. Right. The only other person I know that has it is 2004 Punk.
Okay.
So, him and I was getting another one to kind of flip. He got it for, he actually won that. So his unboxing is on YouTube. So
All right.
yeah, that's my prized possession. And my girlfriend
That's cool.
actually bought me a display case for it.
Nice,
So
man.
that's the only thing I have in a display case right now. So yeah, signed by
So,
Vince.
yeah.
Comes with
Yeah.
a certificate of authenticity signed by Linda McMahon. So there you go.
Got to watch out for those conservatives, though.
Yeah.
So, what else? You got one more, you said?
Oh, I got one more. Like I said, I was going to start with an insane one. I'm also going to end it with an insane one. Back in 2004, WWE Shop, they were releasing a mystery box. And this was a part of it. Eddie Guerrero signed DVD.
Wow. I've seen a couple of these up online, and whoever owns them, I'm completely jealous. So,
That's a hard one to
yeah,
fake.
I saw one on I know that it actually did come with a certificate as well.
Yep.
Might have been Beckett certified, actually, the one that I saw. So,
Yep. Yeah,
that's
that
pretty
one.
crazy.
I actually keep it in my tin, the Eddie Guerrero tin. So, for safekeeping.
Nice.
That one, I actually bought it the same day as I did the Benoit one.
Oh, wow.
Which was one of the greatest days of my life. So, yeah, that one, a lot of people, Benoit may be my all-time favorite.
Yep.
But I think the Eddie one, it's more sought out for obvious reasons.
Right.
Which is unfortunate. But I think that, to me, if I were to put a price tag on it, the Eddie one, from just research on eBay and just knowing people, I think the Eddie one to this day is the most prized possession in my collection price wise.
Right. That one I'd probably get at some point if I ever saw it, because sometimes you never know what people unload in thrift stores.
Yeah.
Seriously, legit. I found tons of oddball things. So you never know. We'll find out at some point. If I have seen one or two of those online. They are kind of pricey. Somebody was trying to sell one in a Facebook DVD group. Not yours, obviously, a different one, like a seller group or an autograph seller group. One of those. And it was just, I couldn't see myself spending that much at this time, really, on that,
I got it for dirt fucking cheap.
That's crazy.
It's retarded how much I got that for.
Wow.
I think the Benoit one was $50, and the Eddie one, I shit you not, was $30.
That's crazy.
The dude, he just wanted to get rid of it. So
yeah, I think that for a while, Benoit autographs were probably worthless for a while. Probably like right after the incident and for a bunch of years. But now I think how long has it been? What year was that? 2009.
June
right?
24th of 2007.
Oh, 2007. Okay, so that's been 13 years. I think some people have eased up a little bit, unless you see people on social media. But I think that otherwise people have eased up and are, I know, I was pretty disappointed in him considering that he was one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But I never hated the guy.
Yeah.
I always, I felt bad for him. I felt bad for his family. And for a long time, I was in denial, as to him, whether he really did it. I said, no, it's impossible. You know what I mean? So
I remember. I'll never forget. I watched it live, the tribute show, and I actually have a bootleg of the tribute show.
Yeah.
There's one. Yeah, because the network has like a best of 2007 matches. It's bullshit. Fuck them.
Yep.
But yeah, I know Relaxing Ghost on YouTube. Shout out to him. He also has the same DVD I have, bootleg. Mm-hmm. There's an eBay seller He was selling bootlegs of it, so that's cool to have. But did you ever fall for the conspiracies?
Which, like Kevin Sullivan or
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Yep.
It's really hard to say. It's not like, I mean, I've heard those conspiracies.
Yeah.
I was also, a person that said, nah, it's not Chris Benoit. It's some sort of invasion or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't think I ever thought that it was Kevin Sullivan. I had heard that rumor, but, but then again, if you think about it, it was like, however many years, I'm sure Kevin Sullivan had time to get over the fact that Chris Benoit stole his wife or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he booked his own divorce. So
yeah. So I don't think I really necessarily fell for it, the conspiracies. I was just like, I was just one of those people that didn't believe it for a very long time. And I don't know if I still believe it or not, but I'm still a fan. And
yeah,
I know people that have friends of mine that have encountered him, in the early to mid 90s and always said he was a nice guy, he was a gentleman,
yep.
never any weird signs. But, he also had years of brain damage, like suffering blows to the head and impacts to the head. So it could have changed his personality over the years. So who knows, really? It's not my place to say. I'm just sitting there and I'm still going to buy the merchandise and watch his matches, and I still do that all the time.
I
He's one of the
mean,
greatest performers ever.
if there was a fire in my house, his autograph would be the one I'd save. So, yeah, the way I look at it is he did it.
Yeah.
I did a live stream once. I think it was June 24th of last year, or 25th, somewhere around there. It's amazing how many people believe in the conspiracy, and
Yeah.
I don't blame them. It's
Yeah. Somebody always wants to look at something different. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. And it took me, I'm going to be honest, it took me 10 years to come to terms with it.
Yeah. I totally understand, especially being such a strong, huge fan.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should probably wrap it up because I do have to work tomorrow, as I'm sure you do as well. So, and I want to get this video uploaded to YouTube. So, DVD Freak, why don't you tell the lovely fans at home where they can find you?
Well, YouTube, DVD Freak. Oh, I should say the DVD Freak. And then Twitter, Instagram, the DVD Freak. Instagram, some asshole back in the day took the DVD Freak. So it is the period DVD Freak on Instagram. And, I just kind of post random stuff here and there on Instagram. And Twitter,
Yep.
It's mainly used for news, going to be honest. So, yeah, mainly YouTube. So, the DVD Freak, check me out. Much appreciated.
And of course, check out the Rick Del Santo on Instagram, Twitter, Pro WrestleZone podcast on YouTube. And this Saturday, we're going to be talking to Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. So I'm looking forward to that interview. Very happy to announce that here. And we've got some other great stuff coming up. I will not be here Sunday. You guys will be carrying along without me, excuse me, doing the SummerSlam 2020 review. I'm sorry I cannot be here to talk shit about that, but I will be on. Me and Dan will be recording something Monday evening, and I'll give my thoughts there as I will watch it Monday evening. It is my wedding anniversary, so I will not be here on Sunday. Anyways, folks, it's always been a pleasure. Collector's Corner. Another episode in the books, and hey, here's some suggestions on what we should cover for the Collector's Corner, because I'm going to be doing some hunting videos and some autograph signing videos as well coming up. Anyways, take care, folks. Jesus.